2 buffs win a CTE award, our very own Southeast Boys volleyball team, and a fuzzy new arrival at Southeast? All this and more coming up on BTV. Hello, welcome to this episode of BTV. I'm Neo, and this is my co-host Tiny.
And I'm Ethan, and this is my co-host Apple. Over in Afghanistan, there was a mass evacuation after the Taliban took over the country. Over 100,000 people were evacuated, and some found their way right here to Southeast. Reporter Sam Greer has more.
Last fall, Wichita received around 400 Afghanistan refugees, and this month, 21 students have been transferred to Southeast High School.
The country of Afghanistan, of course, is in turmoil, and with all the political unrest and the change of government, they were fleeing the country for a new place to live. The American government was one of the countries that offered refuge for these students.
A lifestyle and culture change can be difficult for some of the students, like Saeed, to adjust to.
It was hard, it's different culture and it's hard. Yeah. Different language and different cultures, it's hard to me.
It's a little hard to change the different language here, it's new people here, I don't know other ways, what we do, it's difficult.
Just like the refugees, the school is trying to adjust to the needs of the new students.
They're having to figure out which foods are okay to eat from the cafeteria. Many of them are Muslim, and they follow rules where they don't eat pork or products made from pork. Muslim students, many of them pray 5 times a day. So that includes a daytime prayer, which is during school hours. And so they're trying to figure out a place where they can pray within the school and how to prepare for that.
The refugees have a bright future, and although peers have been welcoming, they want people to know what has been going on in their home country.
I just want to know, in Afghanistan, a lot of people in there, and they don't have any job, and they're so poor, and they need help, I think, because Taliban is there, and they all day they kill peoples.
Thank you, Sam. Let's be sure to welcome our new buffs if you see them. The choir concert that took place on March 3rd consisted of songs to be performed in future concerts. One of the performances was All City, which took place on March 11th. Concert choir received an overall rating of a 1 on their performance, as well as a 1 rating on sight singing. Harmonia Dorate received a rating of 1, and Treble 2 Course received an overall rating of a 2. Great job, buffs.
On the concert on March 8th, the Southeast Band played a collection of festive pieces to prepare for the upcoming competition they're in. On March 3rd, the executive director of the Kansas Music Educators Association paid Southeast a visit to present Kenny Fan with his KMEA Future Educator Scholarship.
I had to go through an application process, explain why I wanted to go into music education and what impacted me to continue on with music in general.
The Career and Technical Education Pathway Awards honors students in USD 259 who have excelled in a specific CTE category. 2 of our students received awards this year. Donovan Powell won in the Digital Media Pathway, and Lyndon Lee won the Financial Pathway.
For me to be selected, I took various classes at Southeast, including accounting, business law, principles of marketing, just stuff like that, investing, very finance oriented classes, and that's allowed me, to be open-minded about that, as well as get into that career field.
I nominated Donovan for this award because BTV would not be the same without him, so the show you guys are watching right now would not look the same without his 4 years of dedication to the program. So I've had Donovan in several classes throughout the years. He's been a big help in helping shape the way our show looks and making it the award-winning program that is. So we're definitely going to miss him when he's gone, and good luck in your future, Donovan.
Thespians inductions are when the thespians introduce a new member to their group. There's a week of celebration that ends in a ceremony. Students who join must have at least 10 hours of work put into the theater.
Our farm keeps growing with a new arrival here at Southeast. Miss Farmer now has a new lamb named Betty White. See her at room G112 if you want to learn more about Betty White. This last week, we were visited by WSU Tech. Kids were able to enjoy virtual reality painting, virtual reality building on a computer, and even 3D house building and designing.
With this installment of Have You Heard, we actually didn't ask you any questions.
This time, we let you ask us the questions.
All right, so this time we're going to do a rapid round. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to ask these kids to ask me a question. And if they don't respond quick enough for me, y'all know what's going to happen. Let's go. Who's ready to ask me a question? I said no. Question? Nope. Question?
Cats or dogs?
Animals.
What would you do if when you okay, so he say yes, would go?
He said, she said, I should be.
How much work can a woodchuck chuck for woodchuck could you?
Shut up!
Will you bring me a cold brew?
Yes, I will.
Who's your least favorite teacher at Southeast?
Confidential. They know who they are.
What's mom?
All right, Miss Blyde, give me the first random question that comes to your mind.
If you were a king of If you were the king of Camelot, would you sacrifice your life for all of your people?
How many cars are you going to go through this year?
You trying to be funny, huh?
What's your favorite type of chicken nugget?
It was actually funny. I was just talking about this with the cameraman, but we're talking about how you get my usual 2 hot and spicy McChickens and a 10-piece with sweet and sour sauce from McDonald's.
I've had enough cars.
You've been going through.
I've had enough cars.
Mm-hmm. So what's your idea on dino nuggets?
Bro, I haven't had those in a while.
That's okay.
All right, cameraman. Give me the first question, the first random question that comes to your mind.
If you was a fighting game character, what would your fighting stance be?
Oh, I got you.
No.
I've been waiting on this one.
Get ready for the next battle.
After a delay, our winter homecoming was held on March 4th. The homecoming king was Gabriel Trevino, and our homecoming queen was Layla Mitchell.
And now for our sports segment.
Here's David Lowndes.
Hey Buffs, David Lowndes here with this segment on sports for episode 10. Just before our first pitch of the spring sports season, we had our assembly. Raking in the all-star festivities, we had a 3-point contest as well as a dunk contest. Keaton Williams took it away with some elevation over our very own Annalise Wynn. He was also the only one to complete all his dunks. Sorry, Devin. A discipline of marksmanship was shown on March 8th, with JROTC hosting their first archery tournament of the year. On March 10th, the dance team had their annual showcase, featuring all the dances they performed over the year, with solo acts performed by various team members and small group performances, with finally finishing off with senior signings and scholarships. And now Mr. Timon is returning with the boys volleyball team after his experience with the girls. Here's more with Ethan R.
Southeast now has a boys volleyball team. After a couple years of bugging Mr. Timon, everything finally came together.
I'm excited just to give boys a chance to play. Most times they don't get as much chance to play as the girls. But we've had a lot of excitement around it, so it's been fun to see.
It's good, it's a fun experience, and it makes me like volleyball a lot more.
There were a lot of things that had to happen before we could have a team. They needed enough boys and teams to go against.
I think it's good. It's just it's really nice to be able to give boys volleyball the opportunity to play, because I just feel like there was a lack of opportunity for that here in the town, and I know there's been interest, but now that we finally been able to get a club here, and then we're starting to see teams like Derby and other schools start to get clubs, I think it's really nice to have that.
It felt good because I always wanted one since my sophomore year, and since we actually started, it felt good. So excited.
I was really excited. It was something that I knew it was going to be new to the school, and I was really excited to, be a part of something new and something that was, hopefully going to get a lot bigger. And yeah.
They were hoping to grow as a team and as a league in future years.
We like to keep the team going as make it a permanent club. That would be great.
You know, I'm really hoping that even when all of us are gone, I hope that, you know, the program can get bigger and that there's a lot of support for it so that, you know, we can just be the best that we can be. So
eventually, this could be an official Keisha sport. For BTV, I'm Ethan R.
Thanks, Ethan. And now, here we are with Ricky Clay with Buff Elites.
Hi, welcome back to Buff Elites. I'm Ricky Clay, and today I am here with our new track coach, John Wright. Now, disclaimer, I am a part of the track team at Southeast, and he is my great uncle. So today I just wanted to come on and ask, you know, what's it like coaching this team? You know, I know you've only been here for a few months, and, you know, the team morale just really seems to be shooting through the roof.
This team is very exciting. It's like a Rubik's Cube. You're trying to pick the colors all on the same side of things, and sometimes that can be a little bit challenging. But overall, the team seems to have a culture that we're building here, whether they're upperclassmen or lowerclassmen, whether they're male or female, they're buying into the culture that we're trying to build. And so far, the numbers have been fantastic. Last check, we're about 54. And we are getting larger every time. We don't have a cutoff, but what we do have is expectations. And so those expectations are pretty high, all the way from performance on the track and also, more importantly, performance in the classroom and then performance outside in life. That's what's going to tell us who we're going to have and what their opportunities are going to be.
One more time, it's Ricky Clay with Buff Elite. See you next time. Back to you, David.
Thanks, Ricky. Coming from Berber country, Eddie Rachetti takes his next step by signing with Friends University for soccer. And right next to him is Kristen Schmidt, signing with Illinois Wesleyan University in Bloomington, Illinois.
This has been something I've been dreaming of, you know, for a long time now, just to keep progressing in soccer and going on to the next level. So finally, now that this day is here, I'm very excited and very happy.
No, it feels great. I mean, I'm lucky to get this chance, and it just feels really good, you know?
Once a Buffalo, always a Buffalo. For BTV, I'm David Lowndes, and back to you, Neo and Ethan.
And that's all for today, Buffs. See you on the next installment of BTV.
And we'll leave you with some of your favorite teachers getting pied in their face.
Stand, kneel.
Everyone give it up. Everyone give it up for Mr. Nagley.
Where are your goggles? Her goggles. Are you ready?